Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan from MyCryptoParadise. In this video, we will look at the Icon, yes, the ICX against the Bitcoin as well as the USDT. So let's get started and jump to the coin market cap. As we can see, Icon is ranked 72 with a total market cap of $1.122 billion. So it's a pretty low place overall. And as we can see, price is range trading during the past 7 days. And usually these kind of ranges end up in some big movements. Overall, the market is ranging. If we just scroll, very few coins are going up. For example, we have REN, which was going up quite a bit, but all in all, we can see it's a range trading phase at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the Icon website. This is the blockchain protocol for decentralized applications and interoperability. It is similar to Ethereum as well as the main competitor, which is Cosmos, with the abbreviation of Atom. And we will compare the price action of the Atom against the Icon. And finally, let's move to the Coin360. The market has mixed sentiment. Some coins are up, some down, but overall no big losses, no big gains. Same here as on CoinMarketCap, we can visualize that the market is range trading and preparing perhaps for the next big move. The Bitcoin is 0.1% up, Ethereum 3% down, ADA 4% down, and this is basically the tendency across the board. Now let's go back to the Icon against the Bitcoin and see the price action over there. This is, guys, a weekly chart where we had this massive support formed back in January 2019. Then we had this level showing us how important it is, and it has been respected multiple times. It definitely was a very strong resistance throughout the past several years. But at the same time, we can spot this price, which is near 1,400 satoshis. And we had the second bounce just recently, right at the end of 2020. And we can clearly see that the range trading is nearly 300%, which equals to 4,000 satoshis. This is the pretty wide range trading, of course, because we are looking at the weekly chart. Now, what else is interesting on this chart is that we are attempting to break above the 50 simple moving average. There was no defined breakout at this point, but considering that we had this very nice bounce and overall we had this double bottom produced, it would be reasonable to assume that the market is yet to rise towards this resistance area, mainly because the market is bullish. The cryptocurrency market is still in a bullish phase and the probability is obviously in favor of a move to the upside, and perhaps we will see the break above the resistance. In that case, we might be traveling as far as 8,000 satoshis. We will get to those resistance levels in a second. Now let's move to the daily time frame. So here what we have is the resistance, which was formed back in January 2021, and this resistance got penetrated. After the break above the resistance, confirmed breakout with the candle closing above the previously made high, we had this pullback and the rejection of the previous level of resistance. So it obviously became the support. Then once again a rejection, and you can see that there was this spike produced but failure to close below the previously made low. This indicates that this is the bullish market and the price is likely to continue rising. We cannot, of course, disregard this double top produced here, although we already had a strong pullback based on this double top. And now we have the average price uptrend trend line, and we're having bounce of the trend line today. The previous day candle failed to close below the trend line, which means that this could be the point when buyers will step in, sending the price to the upside. Well, it is also possible that we will retest this support area. This is likely scenario, although the probability for that is still low. We need to have a daily close below 3,250 satoshis then it will most likely be the case. But for now, it is a bullish market and the price could be rising from this point onwards. We can also see the 200 exponential moving average, and there was this rejection. Then price broke above the moving average, broke above the resistance, and then we had this bounce of the moving average once and twice. Yet again, confirming the validity of the bullish trend. So this price is extremely attractive for buyers for the long-term opportunity to the upside. If we hold this support with the daily price remaining above the 3,250 satoshis, we are likely to start rising from today. On this chart, we can see two key resistance areas. The first one is based on the previous area of resistance and also corresponds to 261.8% FIBs applied to this corrective move down, where the average price trend line got rejected and where the moving average got rejected. So this is the scenario that we might be seeing where the price reaches this area in a relatively short period of time. It is also possible that price will break higher and will outperform Bitcoin even further. So for that, we definitely need a daily and or weekly close above 5,300 satoshis. If that's the case, then the next resistance becomes 8,050 satoshis, because on this level we have two Fibonacci retracement indicators. The first was applied to this correction and the second to this pullback after price produced a double top. We had the pullback, bounce off the trend line. So as long as this low holds, these FIBs will remain valid. And this makes the potential rise of 60%, or if price will go towards the second resistance, that will be 145% growth over the Bitcoin. This is not over the USDT, this is over the Bitcoin. So basically investors could be aiming to make 150% on the Bitcoin they hold. And this is pretty huge considering the current price of the Bitcoin. So the main competitor is Atom or Cosmos. And on this chart, you can clearly see in white, this is the price of Atom against the Bitcoin. And we can compare these two projects. And what is happening, guys? There was quite a bit of difference here because Atom went up much earlier than the Icon. But then Icon had a big rally. So they're not quite as correlated, but still remain in the same trend. If we look at the recent price action, we can see that Icon is outperforming the Atom for quite a bit. And to be precise, this is around 45%. Icon has moved against the Bitcoin 43% more than the Atom. Perhaps this could mean that the Atom is yet to chase and could have a much bigger growth potential. Nonetheless, the interest is in Icon at the moment. And this tendency, of course, is likely to continue. So we are done with ICX against the Bitcoin, and now we will look at the Icon against the USDT. But before that, let's just give a quick look at our performance in the Paradise Family VIP channel. And these are our latest trade setups that we had. WTC against the dollar. This is the trade that got target to reach today. So excellent. The entry was pretty good, not perfect, but still in profit. So that's a 47% growth in the period of 11 days and 23 hours. If we scroll up, one of other interesting trades is ATM. You can see where was the entry. Now let's compare it to the actual price. This is what happened. A huge green candle reaching target almost immediately. 5 hours and 50 minutes length of this trade, and it could be heading for the final target at $13.93. As you can see, we're providing exclusive content to the Paradise Family VIP members, and you can join us. And for that, click the link down in the description below to visit our website, and you can find the way to join our VIP family. Now let's move on to the ICX against the USDT. On this chart, we can clearly see the same price action as on the Icon against the Bitcoin. We had this support, which became the resistance. which became the resistance again, and finally it got broken. So there was this confirmed break above the resistance area, which was located between $0.6 and $0.45. And this means that since this point onwards, the trend is bullish. Considering that we had this long consolidation phase, it is reasonable to assume that the trend cannot be just over yet. It has so much potential because this was actually a 2-year of consolidation just below this resistance area, and the trend should bring the price much higher. Now let's try to understand how far it's likely to rise, what is the nearest resistance and why. Now this is the daily time frame, and we have yet again an average price uptrend trend line. And yet again, there was the break above the trend line, which confirms also the validity of an uptrend. Price remains above the 200 exponential moving average, same validates the uptrend. And here we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. The most important part is that price has been bouncing off the 200 exponential moving average. There was this bounce and price failed to go any lower. We can clearly see the support area is formed near $1.25, which got rejected multiple times. We have applied Fibonacci indicator to this overall move up. This is the last wave to the upside, last strong wave to the upside. And if we zoom the chart, we're able to see that 38.2% Fips at $1.79 is acting as the support right now. And this area also got rejected. So this is a very important support area. And as long as we hold above this low, which is at $1.71, this will be an uptrend, a very strong uptrend. And perhaps this was the last bounce of the support. It is highly likely that the price will start rising from this point onwards to the upside. In regards to the upside targets and resistance areas, in one of our previous videos, we were talking about how to spot the potential targets. And overall, this was the first pullback that has to be used after price has bottomed out. So we had this bottom here, there was this first pullback, we have applied Fips to that. The final upside target usually at 1027 or 1061.8% Fips, and this is that area. We have also applied a Fibonacci cycle indicator to this correction after price actually broke above the resistance. And as we can see, we had the bearish cycle, we had the bullish cycle, yet again a bullish cycle, and this could be either a bearish cycle or it could be yet again a bullish cycle. But most importantly is that this cycle starts at April 5th, which means in less than 1 month. And in less than 1 month, we might be rising by 178% based on the Fips that we have used here. Maybe price will go up very fast and then consolidate, and maybe then it will be either a bullish case or a pullback towards the support once again. Also a possible scenario. But for now, we need to wait for this area. And if you haven't spotted, this is actually a psychological resistance at $5. And this is where the price is likely to be heading. On the way up, we must watch all the psychological levels. Obviously, this will be a $3 and $4 area because we already broke above the $2 area. Any of them could be a resistance, but the most important, obviously, near $5. To be precise, it's $5.2. And this is what is expected from the icon. Alright, that was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to take it easy and smooth, and see you all next time.